Okay, the next question is from Sarah, and she says, how much do things typically snap back after developmental leaps? By feeding so frequently to sleep, am I creating some habitual wakes where he'll wake due to hunger? I feel like I might have a lot of work to do to get back to our previous routine, for example, self-settling for bedtime and 3 hours between wakes where I feed back to sleep. This This is a really tricky one because feeding to sleep is biologically normal. It's what we are made to do. Our milk, breast milk, and even formula milk to an extent, when we feed our babies, and especially when we breastfeed our babies, we give off a lot of chemicals, hormones, neurotransmitters, which makes them nod back off. The action of sucking helps to stimulate those feel good hormones and helps them to settle and nod back off. So to say that feeding to sleep is something that's wrong and that you shouldn't be doing it kind of goes against biology. However, I'll caveat that with when children and us get into a habit, it can be quite a tricky one to break. So it may be that if you get to the point where you want to stop the feeding to sleep, then we might have to do some work around that. But only stop it when you want to, when it's not serving you. Don't stop it until you're ready because it is going to be a bit tricky. The hunger, yes. Our hormones are all related to our circadian rhythm, which is related to hunger. It's related to what we do socially when we get up, all that kind of business. So yes, if you are feeding at set times at night, then very quickly our hormones will respond to that and start producing those hunger hormones at regular intervals. Will things snap back after development leaves? No. Things change. This is what the development leaps. Things are changing. Lots of things are changing. So things don't really go back to how they were often, which is why when kids go through that kind of, what they talk about, the 4-month sleep regression, which doesn't exist, but because things are changing, often sleep needs change. So it's not necessarily going to go back to normal. If you have any more questions about that, let me know.